I saw two movies this weekend. One about an inspirational and amazing American hero that inspired a nation and sacrificed his life for what he believed in, for a war that sadly is still going on today. And I also saw American Sniper. Hey, I'm Mr. Wright, and welcome to Wright at the Movies. Today, I'm talking about American Sniper. Clint Eastwood's American Sniper stars Bradley Cooper as real-life sniper Chris Kyle, who is famous, or infamous, as America's most lethal sniper. This movie is breaking all kinds of records at the box office. And with amazing cinematography and a great lead actor, I can kind of see why.
Hold on, I got a woman and a kid 200 yards out, moving towards the convoy.
However, I do have a few problems with it. It kind of takes a bit of a black and white approach when it comes to actual war. American Sniper is like a revenge movie mixed with a war movie, mixed with a biopic, mixed with an action movie, mixed with a frickin' superhero movie. Much like other biopics, they leave some stuff out. Potentially big, controversial stuff. In order to make a story have an arc and a character progression, sometimes they need to leave stuff out. Sometimes they leave stuff out that could potentially make the guy look better or look worse. And that's a big problem with biopics. I'm by no means saying that he doesn't deserve the praise he's getting. A lot of people are praising him for being an American hero and saving hundreds of soldiers' lives. And for that, he definitely deserves it. Like a lot of other biopics, they leave a lot of stuff out that could potentially change how you see the guy.
You have to get in the mentality, and you have to not think of them as a human being. You have to portray them as, that's why I put savage.
No matter how realistic they do it, the fact is, this is a movie. That's not real. It's very realistic. It's very close to real. But the fact is, they change things because this is still a fictionalized version of the real life events. Now, I don't have a lot of opinions politically. I don't want to get into that because I haven't been over there. I have no idea what it's like. Believe whatever you want to believe, whether you like the guy or you don't. My job is to critique the film. And as a film, it doesn't work for me. People are hailing this movie as being the most realistic adaptation of war ever. And there's certain scenes in this movie where I can definitely see people's viewpoint. Just me, I disagree. From other war movies I've seen, this one doesn't leave nearly as much of an impression on me as, say, Saving Private Ryan, or Full Metal Jacket, or even Fury. There are movies out there that really show both sides of war. This movie has a lot of realistic moments and a lot of very strong moments, but there's a lot more moments where the movie just completely falls flat for me. Chris Kyle sees the 9/11 attacks and he feels he needs to do something for his country. He goes over to Iraq and he starts becoming a sniper, and as soon as the movie starts, he starts racking up those kills, and he slowly becomes the most lethal sniper in American history. When he comes home for the first time, it's clear that this character is suffering from severe PTSD, and he is suffering, and he doesn't quite understand what it is. But since war is mainly all he knows, he just signs back up for another tour. He goes back, and he goes back, and he goes back, leaving his poor wife to stay at home and raise the kids. Unfortunately, the movie has a lot on its mind, but doesn't really know how to say it. It just keeps going back and forth between war movie and superhero movie. I can't doubt that this guy is going to survive, and he really is suffering from PTSD, and yet also see him as the biggest badass ever, and he can, like, snipe a snake. Like, either show me what's really wrong and heavy with war, or don't. You can't do both. This movie doesn't really care about saying anything pro or against war. It just is war. And after a very short flashback scene at the breakfast table, we're supposed to just accept that this guy now has, like, sniping powers. Why was this movie even called American Sniper and not just, like, Sniper Man? And the superhero parallels don't end there. Because when he's overseas, his main enemy for most of the time is either this guy called the Butcher, whose main weapon is a drill, and he just keeps body parts in a fridge, and he's the most cartoonish thing ever. Or he's also fighting, like, his evil twin, basically, the Dark Sniper, if you will. And it's the most comic booky thing ever. The most realistic adaptation of war? Maybe Captain America. Good thing Sniper Man is on the job. Director Clint Eastwood is a very strongly opinionated guy, especially when it comes to war and stuff like this. He's not exactly fair and balanced. This movie definitely reflects that, with America clearly being the good guys and Iraq clearly being the bad guys. There is no dimension to any of these characters, which is really sad because when you look at Eastwood's previous companion movies, Flags of Our Fathers and Letters to Iwo Jima, those are two perfectly crafted war movies that show both sides of a war. One from Japan, one from America. Neither favoring the other. Both movies, they're both the heroes and the villains for each other. Both sides do good things, both sides do bad things. This movie needed more of that. A lot more of that. Bradley Cooper, the best part of the movie. Because everyone else is just kind of in awe about this godly sniper man. The reaction to this movie has been kind of controversial, and some of its big fans are kind of worrying people. This is not what the movie is supposed to be. This is not what we should be encouraging. I don't know what life is like over there. But what I do know is that this movie needed more depth. It needed more character. It needed more unease. Like, I don't know, real life. War doesn't make sense. While it does go into a bit into PTSD and people regretting what they feel, it just doesn't dig in quite deep enough to really get at what people are thinking. If this movie came out 10 years ago, maybe this could have been the best war movie ever, but there's just better out there. This is a very good soldier movie, but it's not a very good war movie. With all of that said, I'm sorry to say this movie gets one thumb down. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Mr. Wright. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.
I mean, war is hell. It's definitely, Hollywood fantasizes about it, makes it look good. War sucks.